Hi, I had a trial run through of this. I'm just going to make it quick, talk about and show you the various stuff I have for Woodstock. Today being the nominally the last day of the 50th anniversary of the concert itself. A couple things I want to show you right off because uh, because I got them up on screen or whatever. The first is, if you can see that down in the right hand corner, as you can see, there's the this is the as far as I know, the only way that you can get the original Woodstock movie. However, there's some problems. It's, for one thing, it's SD, and if you notice, the split screens and everything don't work out too well on this, unfortunately. Now, another thing I wanted to show you, I haven't received the physical copy yet, but this is the Live at Woodstock by Creedence. This is on my Kindle Fire. We couldn't register this device. What the fudgesicle? Okay, as you can see the cover there. Means I'm gonna have to log in with that particular device or something. I'm not sure. But moving along, that's a thing I can do later. The Woodstock happened 6 days before my, sorry, it happened a few days after my 6th birthday, and I do remember it when it, from the news and whatnot. It really became part of my life, so to speak, when I was like maybe 12. My uncle Dennis left a lot of albums over at my dad's house, including the original Woodstock. However, I'm not vinyl. This is a 2 CD set of the original things, the original soundtrack, and it has all the thing on that had. Now, this came out a little bit later, maybe about 6 months or so later, and this has adds like Melanie and Mountain to the picture, and then it kind of expands other things as well. Kind of little story about this is that for whatever reason, we were with my grandpa. Me and my uncle brother Barney were with my grandpa, and guy liked to stop and look at rummage sales, and so we're at this rummage sale, and the vinyl copy of this is showing right at us, and we're like, whoa. And Barney was closer, so Barney got it. And other things there is, I want to show you the movies next. This is the director's cut. They call it 4 hours. It's actually closer to 3 hours and 45 minutes. Here's this I believe was done in 2004. Do not quote me on that. I've also got the 2009 set. This is all DVDs, and like that one, the DVDs on two parts. On the first one I showed you, they're on opposite sides of one disc. On there, this one, it's on 2 CDs. This has an extra CD of performances and little mini documentaries. And also that year came out with this would have been 2009, 10 years ago. This is a Blu-ray copy, and this has like all the goodies that has, plus some extra paraphernalia, or I should say an extra disc of performances, little mini documentaries, and whatnot. And so anyway, we're going to progress to 2000 and or we're going to backtrack rather to 1994. And in 1994, this came out at the same time as the box, but I wanted to go with this first because everything that's on here was on the original soundtrack, and it's a very, very good very good sampler of that soundtrack. Just a good one disc compilation. And what we got was, okay, this is the get it on the picture here. This is a 4 CD set, and it adds it has most of what was on. It has everything that was on the first set. It has some of what's on Woodstock 2, and it has a lot of other things added to it, including a few new to us artists. I mean, as far as Woodstock goes, the band made its first appearance here, and blah blah blah. Looking here, I'm just seeing Creedence made its first thing here. As you can see, Creedence's whole set just came out on CD. I have not received it yet, but I got it from AutoRip. Thank you, Amazon. So I do have the MP3s that I'm listening to. Just actually not on my Kindle Fire. All right, yeah. Going down here, blah, blah, blah. Still, the things aren't in order. The original album kind of threw things in an order, in weird order, and so did this album. It does have, like I said, what I was looking for when I got sidetracked was new artists. The band, Creedence, Tim Hardin, and Janis Joplin are really they're the new artists that are, and Johnny Winter too, that are making their first appearances. Let's put that one back. Also in 1994 came out a DVD called The Woodstock Diaries. This has, well, you can see John Sebastian in Tie-Dyed Everything. And this is actually what it did, is it kind of makes, added some new performances, but it is actually the first thing that they did where they tried to put some chronological order into things. You know, as you can see, Richie Havens started out the concert, and of course Jimi Hendrix closed it, where it says Sunday, August 17th, but it was actually the 18th, it was on Monday. So, with that being said, I haven't watched this in a hellacious amount of time. I think I'm going to put it in as soon as I'm done with this here. And the next thing is here is this is a CD also called Woodstock Diaries. I don't think you can call it a soundtrack per se. The one thing that I really enjoy from this is Crosby, Stills and Nash's version of Bluebird, or why do I keep saying that? Blackbird. Bluebird is an entirely different Paul McCartney song. And it's basically, you know, and a couple other new things as well. Love City from Sly and the Family Stone is on there. Okay, now this is thing. Yeah, I'm kind of trying to decide whether I want to get off my butt, because the one thing I forgot to grab out is the Hendrix CDs of his Woodstock performances. I'm looking. They're over there on that CD thing. I'm seeing Green Day. Yeah, just take my word for it. Both the original release that was put out during the Alan Douglas regime, so to speak, and then the two-disc version that Experience Hendrix put out, his sister, stepsister, rather. With that, I'm going to lead into the individual albums of the performances. Now, Joe Cocker's is put out, and Joe Cocker's set is excellent. The thing is it's not sounding as much like the Joe Cocker we're used to. This was done with the Grease Band, who he did his first album with, and it's a pretty heavy set. I mean, very loud, a lot of fuzz guitar involved. Henry McCulloch, who played guitar here, also played in the original version of the Wings, you know, Paul McCartney's band. And another thing here, this is a box set. It's the Woodstock Experience. And it's kind of a concept thing. What Sony did is they put together the original albums that these bands had out in 1969, along with their Woodstock sets. And you see here, you get Johnny Winter, Janis Joplin, and Santana, who I think, if you can see my little head poking out here, I think Santana has probably got the best set of anybody there. Sly and the Family Stone, and the Jefferson Airplane. I won't use this as my bully puppet to say that I think Jefferson Airplane was all of their incarnations totally related, totally overrated, but I just did. Now, what else here? And let's go to the 40th anniversary releases. I got this first because it was very expensive. The whole 6-disc version was expensive, so I got this. For the most part, it's stuff that isn't available. There's a few things, but stuff that wasn't available on, or that wasn't available on previous releases. So that was one of the attractions too. Now, the next thing I got was this. This is Woodstock 40, but this isn't the original packaging. I had a lot of problem getting this apart, so I'm not going to attempt it this time. But it has this little thing has 6 CDs and a very thick for a clamshell. For a clamshell, it's got a very thick book on there. I've never really totally digested this, but doesn't mean I haven't tried over the years. I'll tell you what, I do have a really good appreciation for Crosby, Stills, and Nash's set on there. Now, this is the original packaging. Go in here, and you can see how the thing is. I actually need to put it upside down to there. It shows a, thing. And then it has that. I'm not going to dig out the book because that kind of slows the things down here. I want to keep this under 20 minutes. And that kind of takes care of the 40th anniversary. Now, on to the 50th anniversary. This is the 3-disc version of what they put out. And oddly enough, this has no Hendrix. It's really weird. He is so iconic for the thing. And as far as everything goes, the what I'm looking for is they do have everything chronologically now, in which they did on the 40th as well. But this only has it's kind of weird because it's like this only has like the 3 songs from Crosby, Stills, and Nash and Young. It just has the three songs that the original album has, and to my knowledge, this is still the version of Sea of Madness that is played, that has always been on the Woodstock stuff, is not the one that is on the albums. Now we got this here. It's the 50th 10-disc anniversary set, and again, I'm not opening it up. Let's just say there's a lot of music there, and as you the thing with this is there's also a 38-disc set that has everything but 3 songs that were played at Woodstock. I believe one of them is the Sha Na Na that did not get recorded for whatever reason, and also 2 Hendrix songs that were. I'm guessing here. It says that I'm guessing it's the 2 songs that Larry Lee sung at the thing. He's a guitar player that sort of Hendrix knew him back in his Army days, like like his bass player Billy Cox. And with that being said, Jimi Hendrix didn't want that out. Now, with all that being said, this is pretty much everything I have as far as Woodstock. I guess it's more than the average bear. It's I kind of always like the ideal of Woodstock, and it's not what the reality is. I realize this. I mean, the mythology that has been passed on to it. I've always kind of looked to that. I mean, and in a way, the organizers of the festival lucked into that. Because it was a money-making enterprise that they didn't make any money with originally until, I guess I read somewhere it wasn't until the 90s. But with all that being said, I've enjoyed doing this. I hope I kept this as short as I possibly could have. I'm going to take a lot of pictures here, I'm going to kind of delve into these boxes and stuff a little bit. So this is Mike Crawley, Crawdad, Retro Dog, Digital, and any other name I might go by. My various aliases and whatnots, and you know how it is. All right, signing off. Bye.